Hello loves, welcome to today's reading. So today's reading is all about your finances and career predictions for 2021. So for today's we have 4 piles to choose from. I'm going to introduce the piles one by one. But before I do, for those who are new to pick a card concept, the way it works is that you usually have a couple of piles to choose from. And then just take a moment, take a deep nice breath. And just feel whichever pile you're most drawn to. Don't overthink it, just let your feelings guide you. And once you finish choosing your pile, you can go ahead and skip to the specific reading of the specific pile by clicking the timestamps, which are always linked below the video in the description box or in the comment section in a pinned comment by me. So, that being said, let's introduce the piles. So we have pile number 1 with the green aventurine. We have pile number 2 with Colette. I hope I pronounced it right. Then we have pile number 3 with the tiger's eye. And we have pile number 4 with blue lace agate. Oopsie, messed up the pile. So, as always, take all the time that you need. You can pause the video if you like to. I'm gonna go ahead and start with pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1s. If you chose this beautiful here green aventurine, then this is your reading for the rest of the 2021 on what's to be expected in your career and finances. So today I'm shuffling camera, so as in the previous videos, just feel free to skip it if you don't want to stay here for the shuffling. But if you want to victim the magic, feel free to stay here as well. So without further ado, let's get started. So first, we're going to start with tarot cards. Pile number 1, 2021 finances. Oops. Look at this one, that was fast. Pile number 1, 2021 finances. Okay, here. Okay. I was planning to go with 3, but I felt the need to choose 4, so we're just gonna go with that. Then let me get you some oracle cards underneath the tarot cards to just see more clarifications about what to be expected. So pile number 1, 2021 finances and career. Okay, just let me rearrange this because there'll be a couple more as usual. As usual, I'm going really generously on the cards that I'm laying down. So then we're gonna go with the Enchanted map oracle cards. So 2021 finances, career with pile number 1. Ooh, okay, that's too many, and that was my mistake. So, pile number 1, finances 2021. This one. Oh, whoa. Okay, that was very ambitious. Give me just 1 second to fetch this for you. Can't really tell how it felt, but we're just gonna go with upright position. So, pile number 1, 2021 finances. So that was easy. Okay. So now let's add some sacred destiny oracle cards. So pile number 1, 2021 finances. Seems like so far this one has a very straightforward message. We're gonna look the entire picture in a bit. So, finances, 2021, pile number 1. This one. Okay. Oh, and before we go further, I'm just gonna shuffle more those Moonology cards here, just to get perhaps dates or any possible information on beginnings, endings, because you seem, pile number one, to have a lot of new beginnings happening for you. But we'll go through details in a bit. So pile number one, finances 2021. This one. Okay. So pile number one, finances. This one came out. We're just gonna take it. I think I'm gonna stop with 2. Yes, I'm gonna stop with 2. All right, let me just organize this for you because it's unorganized. Let's see if I can make it so it's kind of visible. I'm gonna refer to each card, so don't worry. I'm just gonna try to put as much possible visual spectrum to it as possible. Okay, so part number one, what do I see for you right now? It feels like you're going to be starting something. So you're starting a situation improves. That's for sure. So something that, let's refer first to the stillness, the rock bottom, and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So all of those have the same message to me. It's about a financial situation that, actually did not, basically a very challenging financial moment for you that actually gets finally improved. What I'm saying is getting improved, even though those are in upright position, we have them, and I'm always referring to the tarot cards first as a main overall picture, it's in reverse. So in reverse, the Five of Pentacles means that a situation improves. It also can have another meaning, as in like, it can be a season where situation improves, but it also means that you might have to be a little bit on your own in this type of period before you actually reach to that improvement, kind of like your self-reflection of sort. But so Temple Path, this card, whenever this comes in my readings, it always indicates to me a sort of a intuitive pathway, sort of intuitive way of sort of like following to intuition and getting somewhere without actually knowing the very first where you're heading to, but kind of reaching there by lucky chances of life of a sort. I know it's very overcomplex, but that's usually what this card means to me in my readings. And since those cards are coming together, this, I feel, is more of a clarification of what the situation exactly was. It feels like financially, perhaps you were in a moment of stillness, perhaps there were no income coming on, or maybe your job, you felt like you hit rock bottom, you couldn't have any progress in your job. And the interesting thing is that it feels like the situation is improving. So you will get towards you a lot of facts. And just to clarify, I'm reading this as a full wall message. There is going to be some news towards you, pile number one, coming through. And that's going to change the situation. So this Metamorphosis card here is about change. It's about a situation evolving, change into something. And there's a lot of intuitive messages here because as you saw in these oracle cards here, oh my goodness, it's a mess. Anyways, as you might see on this card here, the 7th chakra. So this is the crown chakra. Whenever this card comes into the readings, I always feel it like it's kind of this state of your best self, like your best awareness. It also is a state where you actually get all the insights and you're highly intuitive. So it feels like some news are going to come towards you, pile number one, and or just you will realize something on your own, perhaps. And a situation that once before was not serving you right, or just it feels like financially there might have been some struggles, or at work you feel like there was no progress or there was no job, or it will improve because the Judgment card is new beginnings, but they're new beginnings that come from a time of like a rejuvenation of a sort card. You can take it like this. Now, let's go to the second part here. With the Lovers card, it doesn't necessarily mean literally lovers, because this is more about a really strong connection. So whenever the Lovers card comes through, it's just about very strong bonding and connections. Alongside of seeing how this transits to this, so the way I'm seeing it is just this is one part of the situation. This is going to like resolve into this one. The Lovers card is about strong connections. So I feel like when the situation improves, you will find people on your way that's going to help you out. They're going to be perhaps even that means a strong bonding with somebody, as in like a colleague or a job. It could be also potentially, because we are doing a career reading, it could be potentially a job that you feel very bonded to. That's something like it's your it's your second complimentary part that you were missing. It feels like just a very strong connection. So the situation improves and you will be receiving either a new job, a new opportunity, a new more stable financial situation, and or highly, just in very basic, just highly influential support from your friends, family closest to you, because this is a very strong bonding card. And you actually have a lot of major arcana cards, so I feel like this is a season of pretty major changes that's gonna put ground for the further future. With the Judgment card Judgment's here. With the Justice card next to the Lovers card, it feels like this connection, this union, very strong union, whether it's just referring to job or colleagues or support that improves your situation in the way, is justified. It's something that it would just be that you will understand that all the little troubles that you went through before, all the little big troubles that you went before, all the challenges in financial situation or in your job, in your career, financial situation, you will understand that once the situation improves, and it will improve, pile number one, this is the promise of the improvement. With this Gateway here card, with this Door to Spirit, which is about usually messages coming through, about opening up to a new kind of opportunity, this hard work paying off. Like everything here talks about the fact that there's going to be a very strong union, whether that means you're going to be it could be also referring to education for some of you who actually watch this reading and not interested in job, but more like education, because finances, career, all these material aspects that can be represented by the Pentacles can be also referring to your studies, your education. But what I'm trying to say here is that a situation that before looked like you hit a bottom, like a rock bottom, that you had no movement, no progress in the situation, that looked like even you're losing at some point money or resources in the situation, it'll improve. It will definitely drastically improve, rejuvenate. You will see aspects of the situation that you haven't seen before, and you will have very favorable to you connections that will gonna help you through this time. Or it could be just the fact that you're finally getting what you deserve, because I feel like the situation really changes and you really get what you deserve. And that's something very much better, by all means, from what you had. The Gateway here, it's like when you get through one phase of your life to another, and you get this new stage of your life, this new beginning, this new better chapter for you, because unicorn is always associated with magic, with something magical, with something pure and better in this case. Details. So I do feel like with this card, it just talks that there'll be more clarification as you go through. You will understand, like, things will start falling, pieces will start falling into place, basically, to form that big picture. You'll understand that you finally get what you deserve, pile number one, in a good sense. You'll finally get this opportunity, situations will improve, and you will start realizing that all of those moments that perhaps things didn't work before, it was just for this moment, it just made sense. You'll realize that it made sense before, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to get this wonderful opportunity that is coming towards you if you didn't go through what you went before. Yes, so I guess I don't have to explain this. Your hard work is paying off. New moon, always about new beginnings. This is a stage of new beginnings. Like a really strong connection happens here. Education could be referring to institutions, education, work, or just colleagues, family, and very supportive friendships. But it's just a justified connection. So I feel like you will receive a partnership, or maybe a job offer, or maybe new education, something that improves the situation that before looked a bit hopeless and still in one place. And yes, your hard work, pile number one, definitely pays off. You start the new year's, it's long since started because it took me a bit to make this video, but you will start something that is so much better than you've been to before, and you will realize that this is a situation that rejuvenates, and intuitively you will be guided through there, and you will realize then, oh, so that was what it was, oh, that's what that didn't work out, that's what that failed, this kind of feeling, this epiphany that you get when you get to your goal and you realize that you wouldn't have gotten there if it wasn't for those little moments in between. So I'm gonna end the reading here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. Let me know in the comment section below, or hit the like button if you feel like it. Feel free to subscribe. That really helps the channel a lot, by a lot, really. And if you enjoyed this video, I'm looking forward to seeing you in my next one. And have a great day, evening, night, wherever you are. And I'll be seeing you. Bye! Hello, pile number 2s. So if you chose the Howlite, I hope I pronounced it correctly, Howlite. Anyways, Howlite, yeah, that stone. Then this is your reading for what to be expected in your 2021 finances and career. So today I'm shuffling on camera. You're always welcome to skip this part if you don't want to stay for it. The timestamps are going to be below the video, just click through and you can go ahead to your reading. But if you want to stay for the magic here, you're really welcome. So without further ado, let's get started. We're going to start with your tarot cards and unfold from there. So pile number 2, 2021, finances and career. Ooh, a bit jumpy. This one. How interesting. Okay. I'm really inconsistent, but I do feel like I want to take also this card. Okay. I was supposed to be going with 3 cards per pile, but my intuition just says, just do what you feel like doing. Okay, then we're gonna go with 5. It just keeps adding up with each pile. Okay, now we're gonna go to your oracle cards to clarify the messages. So, pile number 2, finances 2021. This one. Oh, okay. So, pile number 2, 2021 finances. All right. Seems like the cards have their mind on their own today. Fine, one more. Pile number 2. Pile number 2. Okay. I'm just really gonna try and stick to a proper amount of cards that I thought to do. Although sometimes it's much better to follow your intuition because the messages that you're gonna get are perhaps need more clarification. So, pile number 2, finances 2021. This one. Pile number 2, 2021. Not yet. Okay, they're really messy. Pile number 2, 2021. Finances. Okay, for some reason they're just so messy and jumpy. Pile number 2, 2021. Finances. Okay, they're really jumpy. There are too many cards. So, let me rearrange this a little bit because we'll need the space, all the space we can get. You have a quite interesting year, pile number 2, I'll tell you that. But yeah, we'll go through it. So, pile number 2, finances 2021. This one. Pile number 2, finances 2021. Okay. Pile number 2, finances 2021. This one. I have a lot of random messages here, but we'll connect them. And last but not least, any dates possible, any major shifts, we'll see them in this pile with the Moonology oracle cards. So pile number 2, 2021, career and finances. This one. Pile number 2, 2021. Nope, not yet. Pile number 2. Okay, I'm really messy today. That's quite embarrassing. Just bear with me. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Pile number 2. And we have a lot. I honestly think I overdid a little bit with the cards, but regardless. So what do we have here? Give me a moment. Okay. All right. So what I can see for you, pile number 2, is that so it feels like you've been pushing through something in the beginning of the year, and that something has made you feel like you're very forced and attached to it, because the Devil card can mean a lot of things, but because it comes up with this all tied up card here, it kind of makes me feel about the same image. So perhaps you're at the moment at a workplace, or most likely in education, because we have here, and you feel a little bit like chained to the situation of a sort. You feel like you feel very much like you cannot really get out of the situation, whatever that is. It's really hard to imagine because there can be a lot of things about that, but we'll go through it. But it feels like you don't have enough clarity yet. So it feels like maybe you're struggling against one situation. Maybe you want to change jobs. Maybe you feel like you stayed in the job for too long. You don't like it. You feel like you're all tied up. Maybe it's just a situation that on one side you feel like that perhaps such a mess, that perhaps this job it tempts you in a way, that perhaps you earn a lot of money in there, or perhaps it's just very stable and secure, and especially in this very insecure environment right now outside. But at the same time, you feel like you're not moving somewhere, and it feels like you're just stuck in one place, and you really want to make that move, make that progress, but you just have no idea where yet, because with the goddess of the moon, it feels like it's kind of like equivalent to the moon card. When there's not everything yet very clear, but you have like the struggle to just move forward, but at the same time you're debating. But here what we have, so as we go through the year, it feels like, I don't necessarily want to say that the job you're going to change it, because it feels like we don't have any major changes here. And with the surrender to the divine, it feels like more like this situation here, perhaps you will adapt to it, or you will see it flourishing in a much better way, because we have the victory card here, and we have also the home card. So what can this indicate? Perhaps you will perhaps some circumstances in that job will change, perhaps that's the point why you feel so tied up. I feel like for some of you guys, you will work from home, or you will be working from home, one of the two, and it kind of feels like perhaps you even don't have enough interaction yet. Perhaps things are just not going as you want in your workplace, and you feel like you're just stuck in one place. But at the same time, I don't feel the vibe that you're not satisfied with your place. I feel like you like it. It's just there are things that you would improve. Well, after some time, it feels like a lot of things gonna start paying off at that work, and it feels like things are gonna get stable, but in a positive way. You're gonna get also most likely very, very generously rewarded at that place. At the very least, you will see more opportunities, and more like that patience time that you devoted, it will start paying off, just to put it in simple words. Not only that, it feels like that situation, it doesn't feel like you're gonna change the workplace or the education, if that's what you're into, but it feels like you'll need some time to get that wisdom in, and kind of like make that situation yours, if that makes sense. So this situation, this job, this education that you're in right now, it will improve in terms that you will make it yours. To put it in a different sense, you will be able to make it yours. You will be able to kind of adapt it to your own lifestyle, and it will start paying off. It's kind of like you get used to the place, but also it becomes kind of like your place. You adjust it better to your life, if that makes sense. And it feels like gradually, it does feel here like you were not very sure. There were a lot of temptations, a lot of like pluses in the situation, and you worked hard to get in there, but it feels like you're not exactly sure about the situation. Like you maybe were thinking maybe should move to a different place, maybe pick up a different major if you're into education, or take a different job. Because as we finish up with this two of swords, the sword's energy is the energy of the thought, and the two here, and in this picture specifically, is just you cannot make a choice. You're debating all the time, and you're not quite sure. But in reverse, it has the opposite effect here. So as you can see, we have with the King of Pentacles and with the King of Swords, and finish up with the Two of Swords. what it does tell us is that the workplace or the education area that you were not sure about, but you were very tempted and you actually worked hard for that place to get into there, it feels like you receive some clarity about that place. You receive some clarity and you will make your mind, you will feel more at peace there. You will, like I said before, you will make it yours. And opportunities will pop up there. You will see that area has a lot to offer, because you will be able to use it perhaps in a different sense, or you will be able to adapt to it in a different sense. Now with the home card, it's possible that you have a home office, or you work from home, or you study from home at a certain time. And maybe exactly that's exactly why you feel more at peace. Maybe going into that workplace stressed you out, or maybe going to that, maybe just because you can adapt it to your home circumstances, maybe exactly that's why you can feel more at peace. We have the Love here and the Gentle Gardener. So the Gentle Gardener is when you actually basically slowly develop a situation, slowly grow it into something better, something much better. With the Love card, it indicates me that you will feel very confident and very sure about the decision that you made to stay at that workplace, per se. And the confidence is the key to success. Like, you receive that confidence, right ahead here again is a confirmation for you, pile number 2s. You receive this confidence. By the end of the year, if we're going like this, like beginning and the end, you will feel very confident in that choice. And all the doubts that you might have had, or the thoughts, or you felt like, it feels like here there's an energy of like too much forcefulness on you, like maybe just things just moved fast and you're not able to get adapted to it that well, or it's just the fact that you really feel tied up at a place. Maybe there's no progress, or maybe that you feel like a sense of burden of a sort, but you know that it's a good opportunity and you know that it's a good choice for now, and you worked hard to get there. So with the surrender to the divine and embrace in here, you will embrace the situation, you will make it yours. And in fact, by the end of the year, you will have this clarity that, okay, yes, I'm staying there, I have this idea, it works, I just made it mine, I made it adapted to my own life, and you will feel very victorious. The job or the education will pay really well off, and you will see much more opportunities flourishing from this, because perhaps you will change your perception a little bit. But to put it in one sentence, once again, to repeat it, you will make this situation yours. That's how it feels like, that you will make it yours. With the Love here, you will like this job. You will very much like this job, this education, this area that involves here. And you will finally receive the confidence of where you head into, and that where you are is a good place by the end of this year. Okay, pile number 2. So that's all I can see for you. Let me know if you liked the video in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about the shuffling. If you liked the video, feel free to like it and subscribe. That really helps the channel. That really helps me and motivates me to get more content out there for you. But yeah, have a good night, day, evening, wherever you are around the world. And I hope to see you in my next videos. Bye, guys. Hello, pile number 3s. If you chose the Tiger's Eye crystal, now this is the reading for the 2021 career and finances predictions. Let's see what awaits you in that area in 2021. So today I'm shuffling camera, which means that you can always feel free to skip the shuffling and go ahead directly to your reading. But if you want to stay here for the magic happening, just feel free to do that. The timestamp's going to be below the video as always. So without further ado, let's get your reading. We're going to start with the tarot cards, and we're going to go a little bit and look what is to be expected in your general theme throughout the year in your finance and career. So, number 3, finance and career. This one actually. Well, that was strong. Number 3, this one. Let's take another one. Number 3, 2021, finances and career. Two came up. Fine, we'll take them. So now I'm gonna go to the oracle cards. Number 3, 2021, finances and career. Okay. Number 3, finances, career. This one. Okay, we have the broken heart twice. Interesting. Pile number 3, 2021, finances. And we have the magician twice. Interesting. Okay. I wasn't sure at first because it wasn't... Okay, I'm actually starting to see a little bit of the picture here. Anyways, let's get to the Enchanted map oracle cards. Pile number 3, 2021, finances career. This one. Huh. How interesting. Okay, I think I'm getting the picture much clearer. Pile number 3, 2021. 2021 will do. Pile number 3. Too many. Just need one more. This is like 3 cards. Pile number 3, 2021. Career. This one. And let's get the Sacred Destiny Oracle cards. Pile number 3, finances 2021. Pile number 1, pile number 3. Pile number 3, 2021. Finances and career. Pile number 3, 2021. Finances and career. This one. The Wonders, the 2 Magicians. Alright, so let's see how that looks. Just ignore the crows and the airplanes in the background. Just usually have my window open so I don't suffocate during those readings. It's kind of hard to breathe in this corner. So yeah, just try to focus on my voice. So for finals, we're gonna shuffle these Moonology oracle cards just to see some dates or dates or major shifts in your year. So pile number 3, finances 2021. Let's take one more. Pile number 3, 2021. Okay, so what I feel right away, and I just can't ignore that, and I will not, because this is like popping up really strongly. So let me just arrange that, and I'm gonna go right ahead to decrypt that message for you. Okay, so it feels like, because we're talking about career right now, pile number 2, 3, pile number 3. It feels like in the beginning of the year, there's either way a breakup or a separation with a loved one, because I just can't ignore the messages. They're pretty straightforward. We had 2 broken heart cards. We have the journey, we have coming apart, we have the romantic cycle. So what all that means. Also, if you look at this trust card here, you also see literally a boat here in the middle of the sea. So this message that I was getting here, and actually I'm getting now a second message, which is quite particular, but I'm gonna go with the first one that I had. It feels like career-wisely, perhaps there was a job or something that made you just either way spend less time with the person who you're in a relationship or you dearly love. Can refer to family, can refer to friends, can refer to actually your partners and lovers. So it either way a person or a group of people even that you stopped talking to because you had to part ways with them. And there's this confusion here season where you're so confused, you have so many thoughts. I feel like there's a very emotional part in the beginning of the year. So it feels like something in your relationships just got impacted by your finances. Perhaps it's just the fact that you moved to a different place to find a different job, and that requires you to stay away from your loved ones. Perhaps that also indicates a breakup because of that, or separation season. But it feels like in the beginning of the year, because of your finances and career, you were chosen. You chose to move to a different place, or you chose to change jobs, but that somehow impacted your relationships. Either way, very bonded relationships with your friends, or just or your partner, your lover, or your family members. But what I see here is that okay, what I see here, for some of you and for some of you not, I'm gonna get to that eventually. So first of all, broken heart. And the abundance with the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is basically a card of abundance, where you're surrounded by your material goods, you feel good about your material situation, you feel calm about it. And the Bone Collector. Notice in this card, and I'm gonna go ahead and explain the entire thing, but notice in this card how there is a clock near it, and the Bone Collector, the idea behind itself, that there is something that just basically end up to bones of a sort. That's not a really good way to say it, but and then it needs time. So this card is literally saying that whatever got before, there is something that got an ending before towards you, but it needs time to recover. So the Bone Collector is just somebody who it refers to just a season where you just sit a little bit on a season where you just had to let something go, or separate from something that didn't work out. And the clock here just indicates to me that it's all about time. And I'm going to go ahead and explain a little bit about it. So first thing first, after the season of separation or breakup because of your financial choices, you actually get a really good deal. You will be in a state of abundance. You will actually get a pretty good job. But at the same time, you will not be entirely sure. You will be very satisfied with your job, education, with whatever you are setting your goals to, because this indicates education, job. We're talking about finances here, but for some people it can be also education. And with the Four of Cups here, you're emotionally still unsettled. You still, you look at those things that you have, those opportunities that you took hold of, and you have this abundance and you feel very good about your situation because it really is a good opportunity as far as you can see here, but you feel still heartbroken. It's like, if you look at this card here, I always look at it just, well, in this particular case, I look at it as she's sitting there, she has her material goods, but she doesn't feel happy. It feels like there's a lot of stillness around her, and she doesn't look very happy. It feels like you will get your opportunities, you will get your abundance, but you will feel heartbroken at a certain time, and that's absolutely normal. We're humans, we have emotions, and it feels like emotionally you will be still struggling and thinking like whether you did the right choice or not. You will know that you made the right choice in terms of a career and well-being, but you will still be thinking about those emotional choices that you made before and whether they were good or not. And let me just tell you that it feels like a situation will transform. So take it here as I'm going to explain a little bit in detail. Should be careful with the candle. That was a bit dangerous. The card was right underneath the candle. Nothing is yet set in stone. So, pile number 3 is, whatever connection didn't work in the beginning, or there was a separation moment, you focus on your career, on your finances, and it gets improved. But I do get the sense that you will reconnect with this person again. You will find an opportunity, a possibility to change it around. It could be that person is either way coming towards you then, because they really love you and they decide to just build life around you there. Whether that's a friendship again, family, or lover. But nothing's yet is set in stone, means that there's just so much yet there that at this part you don't see, but the situation improves. There is a high chance of reconnection with that person. And the reason I'm saying this, because we have the 2 Magician cards. The Magician has the possibility, first of all, it's one of the first cards in the Major Arcana, and talks about new beginnings, but also majorly about changes in a crisis situation, like improvements, like dramatic improvements of a situation. And it feels like with the 2 Magician cards here, it feels like a situation really, like the Magician in the mirror and the Magician over here. I always associate this with the equivalent of the Magician card from the Tower deck. A situation will magically, let's say, improve, like somehow that you didn't expect it to improve. In a way, it will actually happen. It will improve. There's like this Wonders card, something like the Wonders also confirms it. It might be that you, in the end of the year, or at least in the very late part of the year, you will reconnect with this person. So there is a high chance that this person or these people will come towards you, or you will find a way to maintain the connection, or perhaps you will just move back, will move in the work with you, if that's a thing for you. Because if it's on education, maybe it's possible to do it online. But in any case, it feels like there is this separation season for sure, and this heartbreak here in between, but it feels like something improves for sure. And the reason why I'm thinking that there's going to be reconnection, oh boy, again the candle, I should be really careful. It's because we have two magician cards. We have this nothing set in stone, and then we have the new moon with the Pisces with the Cancer, which is about relationships. And you have here, you and your loved ones are safe. So this makes me really feel like there's a high chance you will reconnect with those people, or the relationship will improve and will blend into perfect harmony with your current, with your financial situation, your career, and your job. So you're the pile out of all the ones that I have done so far that actually has a relationship and emotional connection involved in their career path. But expect wonders, because you have wonders. You have two magician cards. And you and your loved ones are safe with the new moon. So new beginnings. New beginnings. It's possible that you will reconnect with this person. It's possible that there will be a solution that you didn't expect before. So just do what feels right. Just do what you feel is right, because it feels like it will work out in the end of the year, and in ways that you didn't expect, really. Let's see what else maybe I see here. Yeah, I guess that's kind of it. All right, so then I'm gonna end the reading here. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. Your comments and subscriptions always help a lot. This channel help me motivates me to create more content for you. And yeah, I hope you have a great night, evening, morning, whatever part of the day you have in whichever corner of the world you are. And I'll see you in my next reading, hopefully. Bye, guys. Hello, number 4s. If you chose the blue lace agate, then this is your reading for 2021 on what to be expected in your financial and career situation. So today I'm shuffling camera. You can always skip it if you like to. The timestamps are going to be below the video. But if you want to stay for the magic happening, then feel free to do that. And yeah, without further ado, let's get started with your tarot cards first. So, file number 4, finances in 2021. File number 4, finances in 2021. File number 4, finances in 2021. I wanted that card. Number 4, finances in 2021. Too many. Finances in 2021. Okay. Interesting. So let's get more oracle cards to clarify the situation a little bit farther. So pile number 4, 2021 financial situation. Career, finances. No, not yet. So, pile number 4, finances and career. This one. Pile number 4. Yeah, pile number 4. So, then we're gonna take some of the Enchanted map oracle cards. So, pile number 4, 2021 finances and career. Actually, I'm really inclined to get this one. So, pile number 4. Ooh, pile number 4. Too many. Pile number 4, 2021. Okay, we'll take this one. Interesting. Okay. I think I'm seeing the message already pretty clear, but let's add more oracle cards. So now we're going to go with the Sacred Destiny oracle cards. So pile number 4, 2021, February. I still haven't gotten over the previous reading. Pile number 4, 2021, finance and career. Too many. There's one. Fine, we'll take those two. Okay. Then just let me rearrange it for you, so you have a bigger picture of what's in here. Because I always go ham on the cards and then we have not enough space. Yeah, typical. Hello, the openness, and okay. Last but not least, we're gonna go with our oracle cards from Moonology. That's just to see some dates or some general themes, big shifts happening in your financial and career situation 2021. And actually, I'm really inclined to get this one. So 2021, about 4. This one. Let's take one more. A lot about encouragement cards, but that actually makes sense. All right, pile number 4s. What do we have here for you? So right ahead, it feels like you're going to be traveling this year. By traveling, I mean you might have an opportunity that actually involves you relocating from one place to another. And emotionally, you will feel very content to do that because it will make a lot of sense to move there. You're going to feel there's a choice that you're going to make, because if you look at those two cards, the world signifies also traveling sometimes, and the two of wands can also signify starting new beginnings, but also in terms of like maybe relocation, because I always look at the picture here with the globe that he holds here next to the world card. It makes sense that it could be a relocation and starting something in a new place. That also makes sense with the gardener and the gate, because this is about transitions in life. This is about when you have to just step from one chapter to another. It can also indicate potentially about traveling, because you have to cross that gate, you have to open it, and you have to be in a different place from where you are at this point behind the gate, if that makes any sense. Now we have the flow that also talks about movement, and then coming to life. Coming to life can be also, in this case, I can interpret this as looking at it more like a new life, that you get a new life of a sort. And with the butterfly here, transformation of a situation, a new life, there's a very strong sense here that you might, pile number 4s, be changing locations. You might actually be going to a different land, different place. Yeah, I do see you, on the very least, perhaps working internationally. Yeah. You're gonna feel very, very sure about this choice. Either way, you're gonna be appreciated, which is gonna be the case, or you're gonna feel very appreciative of this opportunity, because this is indeed an opportunity for you, pile number 4s, and you know it. You definitely know it. But what I can see here is that on the second part of the year, once you made this choice, you will be adapting to it. I can see a season of adaptation, because we have the 5 of Swords here. This is sword energy. It indicates energy of the thought, and you will be pile number 4s overcoming some challenges. So this is usually about challenges, about defeats, like things like not very pleasurable type of words that you would like to hear from me. But in reverse, it indicates that we're overcoming the season of challenges. We're overcoming some challenges, and since it's sword energy, I would assume that the sword energy indicates that in this case you're overcoming those more like a mental kind of challenges, perhaps because this new place will require you obviously to adapt. So emotionally, you're very sure about this choice, but at the same time, emotionally, you're also going to be creating those really lot of thoughts, like these little challenges. But I was inclined to take a 5th card here to clarify the situation, and as you can see here, the 5th wonderful card is the Strength. The Strength is a major arcana card. It means that it influences the bigger picture on the long term, as well as the world is a major arcana. It influences the long-term type of situation. So the Strength card here indicates that you will be getting more confident and stronger in any possible meaning of the word in your current situation, in that new position, in that new place. With the Patience here, it just indicates that it will require some time, obviously, until all those challenges are overcome, until you feel confident, until you feel the strength. It will require some patience, obviously. It will require a time to not just sit and wait, but just every single time when we change a place from one place to another, whenever there's a shift going on in our lives, it's never like we can just adapt to it at the moment we are there. We feel very like euphoric, like there's a sense of euphoria when you move to a different place. There's a sense of this, yay, new beginnings. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm always like, I enjoy new beginnings. But anyways, but when it actually happens, you need to make the situation yours. You need to actually adapt to the situation a little bit. And for some of you, you might actually have been drawn perhaps to pile number 3 as well. Pile number 2. You might also have been drawn to pile number 2, because pile number 2 also had something about adaptation to a specific situation. But yeah, the encouragement card here, that definitely makes me think that you will be feeling gradually more at peace at where you are. With this openness card here, you will just be more, open-minded, I think, about the situation. You will allow the situation to just unfold around you, because we're too fixated on one outcome, on one certain mindset. We cannot allow those changes to just take their form around our lives, because changes do have to adapt to our lives, and we have to be open for that. So, as I said, it feels like you're going to be, it will require some time, but you will regain this confidence in this new place, and you will feel very at peace at that place in a good sense of the meaning of that word. Time for healing. Once again, it kind of confirms me the fact that you will be adapting and owning the situation to your life. You're going to be feeling more like the situation improves, because I do feel like there might be some challenging ups and downs when you first move there, or when you first start this job that has to do something with a different country, on the very least different geographical area around you. But it definitely will improve. Yes, it does though require you to be open and to just accept the changes that come towards you. If you see opportunities happening towards you, if you see people that want to reach towards you, just reach back to them. I mean, always trust your senses first and do whatever you feel right at that point of time. But the suggestions of the cards right now is just to be bold and not to shy off from the environment once you move to this new place, or once you meet that new opportunity, once you get something to do with this foray for you at that point of time environment. Yes, I'm inclined to take more cards here. Let's maybe add 2 more with the Sacred Destiny Oracle cards. I want to see a little bit farther how this is going to go, how this opportunity of yours, this new thing is going to go like. Okay, Enlightenment and Blessings. So I do feel you're going to feel very good there, yes. This time for healing, you're going to feel... So when I'm looking at this card, I'm always seeing this very steel kind of... this very steel sort of energy here, this very still and peaceful kind of environment here. And yeah, it always makes me feel about like being in harmony. So the Enlightenment and Blessings, I do think this journey is going to take you way farther than you think. There's a lot of opportunities happening there. This actual movement is just the beginning of a lot of things going on in your life, pile number 4s. So this little movement, or perhaps a job that has to do internationally, but it feels like for a lot of you who chose this pile is a little movement from one geographical location to another. And you really, really are content with this choice. It's just when it happens, you will need to keep an open mind and grab the opportunities when you see them. But you will do just fine, trust me. You'll do great, and you will feel very blessed and really happy there. Again, this feeling of peacefulness, and also exploring beyond the horizon, like having this entire world still ahead that you haven't seen yet. Like, you know, there's going to be opportunities coming towards you, pile number 4, way farther than you expected in that journey of yours. That's what I can see. But yeah, that's kind of what I can see. the message was too straightforward. We didn't have a lot of like different branching here. It was kind of like transiting towards the same message. All right, that's all I can see for you, pile number 4s. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Feel free to like and subscribe if you feel like it, of course, and that always motivates me and helps the channel and makes me create better content for you, and more and better content. But yeah, have a great day, evening, afternoon, night, whatever you are on the world, and hope to see you in my next videos. Bye guys!